Okay, hello again. Just remember to save as, and it's never late to save a couple times, so you always have a track of your own steps. This is also a good time, not only in class but in the video, for you to put it in that Google Drive so you don't lose the information. And whoever is working with flash drive only, he or she could have a potential problem towards the end, if you only have one file somewhere. And you don't want to do all this again ever. Okay, so let's go step by step. We rename sections. I think I mentioned this in class, so just go ahead and name them as the elements that the buildings that you're sectioning from left to right, such as atrium lab, section gym lab, etc., etc. We read from left to right. Change of level names and create new levels. Create a new level, gym roof at 3D3. Okay, so the best place probably is either elevations or sections. I have a call out here. I'm just going to delete it because this comes from another class that you're going to use later on. So let me go also to 1A so I can see it better. You don't have to do that. And we're going to do a 33 inches level. So I'm just copying this one up. I don't know. And we change this to 33. No. 33 is going to be called gym roof. I'm even going to copy this because I'm quite lazy. Control C and Control V. Gym roof. Remember that there's black and blue. The black levels, that means they're actually not inserted as floor plans. So we have to actually go to View and Floor Plans here to insert it. You can even place these two right now. So okay, so you have it. Okay, so that's good to have. I'm going to go back to the section. I'm going to close all the other views so it doesn't bother me. Gym roof. Okay, bottom of truss gym at 26. So we already have bottom of truss gyms, but it's actually 23. So I'm going to click that once and twice. So we're going to just take it up to 26. It's going to take a little longer because all the columns and the trusses actually are related to this level. So that's why it's thinking and moving and shifting all those elements. Probably see them over here. They have been shifted. Okay, so it makes sense. Some things are related to that level, so good. We're going to create another level called top of parapet gym. Control C at 36. So I can even copy this. 10. Click twice. Top of parapet gym 36. It's not there, so just stick it into the floor plans again, so it comes up there. Okay. Section close. So you're presenting these sections at 116. So obviously this is a mess. So as we go, we're going to have to somehow uncheck some of these levels by clicking here and check them in the other side because they're about the elements that are included in this side. So you should feel free to somehow delete or hide some of the elements of the levels here and place them on the other side. But they're more valuable for us to have in that side. So that's a good way of cleaning up your levels properly. Okay. For example, the gym roof could also be in the other side. That together with, as you know, breaking the levels, taking them further up, I think it's enough to clean your levels properly. Okay, this one, break, taking it down. Another thing that I have mentioned to some of you is that you could have this angles being the same and snap into each other. You see how you have that snap there? You could just be a little more serious about the angle and the relationship these lines and points with these other ones. So that way we start cleaning properly the levels that are important for this area of the section, they're here, and vice versa, the ones that are needed here. So, okay, you can also even unlock these guys and drag them to here so they actually don't bother this area. So it's a matter of cleaning up again, unlocking, cleaning. Oops, not that. Unlocking, cleaning. So it doesn't bother this building. So this will be a cleaner way of organizing layouts, etc. Okay, let's see if we have any other levels. Create bottom of truss at 38. Bottom of truss atrium. We do have bottom of gym truss. No? So we need a 28 level, which we don't have, but is actually the third floor. No, 38 I'm saying, sorry. So it's basically 2 inches above, 2 feet above this one. And it's going to be bottom of truss atrium. Oops, not that one, sorry, this one. Okay, we obviously need to do some more cleaning here. Break, take it up. And yes, exceptionally, we could have a different angle just because there's no other way of cleaning up this. So, you could also just take this a little bit further out and keep the angle but not the reference of the point. So that would be a clean way of placing it. Again, you could see the floor plan, say okay, so it comes to here, close. So all the levels are blue and we can work with them here in the floor plans. Okay. Good. Select gym trusses and assign constraint to bottom of gym truss. So right now what we're going to do is select the truss and start moving them where they correspond. Okay. So obviously the gym trusses will go to the bottom of the gym truss. So I'm going to do that from the 3D, and I'm going to just basically select, pressing Control each of the trusses from the gym, and I'm going to go to the reference level. I'm going to say bottom of gym truss. There we go. No offset because it gives you a default of -3. So we say OK. And it will take a little while because it's actually shifting and moving those trusses right now. Okay. Not only that, columns are perfect. But what happens when I shifted the columns up here? It pushed the truss last piece there a little bit like stepped up. So you can actually select the truss and say Reset Truss, and it will just reshape it properly. So if you have that problem, it's just a matter of selecting again and reset the truss so it looks properly. You can select all of them and reset them at once. Okay. Select the atrium trusses and assign to bottom of truss atrium. Makes sense. Pressing Control to add to selection, and again bottom of truss atrium. Now -15, you make it 0, no offset, and they're gonna pop up higher. Obviously the columns should move up with it, so I'm gonna select all of them, pressing Control, making sure I select the columns only of the atrium. And the top constraint, top level, is going to be bottom of atrium truss. Okay, perfect. Good time to save. Keep on reading. Select gym wall and 3D view. All this time I was working with the walls in the perimeter hidden, but you can see that I have them there, so I can just actually select them, select them, and right click unhide elements. Press the bulb again, and there they are. So I was actually working all this time with them, but I didn't need them at the time. So what you have to do is select the gym walls, and in 3D view, change the top constraint to top of parapet gym, which is at 36 feet. Okay, so we select by pressing tab on the walls. Top constraint, it's not third floor anymore, just top of parapet gym. Okay, I'm going to just do this that I mentioned before, selecting all the trusses and reset them so that little detail is fixed properly. Okay, good time to save again. Okay, let's do the lab floors. Lab floors are going to have several layers. We're going to start with the lightweight concrete. So best place to do it probably in the second floor. I'm going to get rid of this wall by selecting an hide element. So we need to put a floor here, which is actually the second floor. So remember to put floors the best possible place to be is in the floor plan. So I'm going to go second floor composite. And again, you could be naming these ones differently, so it doesn't really matter as long as you go to the second floor. Okay. We're going to place this floor. So it's going to be a structural floor. So we're going to go to structure, floor, structural. It's going to be rectangular. We're going to make sure that it is in second floor composite. We're going to have an offset, if I remember well, of 8 inches. So we place here 8 inches. And we're going to snap to the center where the grids meet. But before that, I want to make sure that I'm using the type of floor that I want. So I'm going to check the ones that I have. And the lightweight concrete or metal deck, that's the one we want to use. But always please duplicate it. Whatever type you're using and you're going to transform or deform or change, duplicate it. And I don't know, call it a Building Tech 3 or however you want. As long as it's clear that it's your wall that you're using, okay? Say edit. And here we're going to insert a new layer. Let's press preview and move up a finished floor. We're going to use a floor, a default floor. So I'm going to search for a material called floor default. Say okay. And let's see the layers that we're using. It's 1/2 inch and then 4.5 inch for the structure. Okay. So this is again 1/2, and this is, see, metal deck 0, 4.5 to make it 5. No. Actually, I don't think it's this one. It's already lost, no? Let me see. A metal deck. Lightweight concrete. Let's cancel that, because I don't think it's the one we should be using. It is, but somebody changed the profile. Anyway. Here, sorry. 3 inches. Lightweight concrete, edit type, duplicate, 3, okay, edit, we insert, move it up, finish, floor, default floor, say okay, this is going to be a 1/2, and this is going to be 4 and 1/2. Now we're talking. Okay. Okay, perfect. Rectangle, make sure it's 8 inches, and make sure you snap to the grid connection there. Okay. As you draw it, it's going to be offset those 8 inches. You end up here, you say OK, go to the 3D, and this is what we just created. Next step obviously is bringing down those beams. So I'm going to stop it there.